Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are, on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
We are live. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Did you know that Black Veg Society is a founding member of the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition? What is that? What is that, you ask? It is the coalition administered by Friends of the Earth, and we help pass legislation such as the Plant Powered Schools Meal Pilot Act and the recent Soy Milk Act that was approved this year in January. And what do? We're building a movement. We unite local, state, and national organizations with one another into individuals, students, families, and school food professionals most impacted by school meals. And you can find out more about the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition at plantpoweredschoolmeals.com. Now, within that coalition, there's a Plant Powered Youth Fellowship Program. And the program is facilitated by Chili's on Wheels. Shout out to my girl, Eloisa Trinidad, and Friends of the Earth. They founded the Plant Power Youth Fellowship in 2022, which was formerly known as the Plant Powered Youth Steering Committee, where they select 14 students from across the country every year to advocate for plant-based options in K through 12 schools through movement building, policy, advocacy, and leadership development. And today, my guest is Joshua Toomer. He is my mentee and a plant-powered youth fellow. Please welcome Joshua. How are you doing?
Developments in our community, especially like apartments and things like that. So I think that's the main thing. And I got a stronger interest in like environmental policy as I started to learn more about the Plant Powered Youth Fellowship. And also, on top of that, food advocacy, because I am a lactose intolerant student. Most people in Fort are also lactose intolerant. And I kind of suffered. I suffered a lot because I would have like often like stomach discomfort, things like that, because the things I was ingesting wasn't really made for my body. So I think those are my 3 biggest interests. And right now I'm actually at an engineering firm. I'm shadowing. So I'm trying to learn about like different professions. And to me, I think I'm always an open book.
I love it. I gotta give a clap up to that. You ended what you want to do. It's amazing, and speaking with you weekly, and actually meeting you when I delivered the food from the land of
The
Kush.
jollof rice.
Right, during your flying. Talk about that experience, because you get to fly in from where you are in Houston, Texas to DC. Was that your first time to Washington, DC, and speaking to politicians and things? Talk to us about that experience. Like, how valuable was that for you?
Oh man, that was like life changing. I was literally life changing. I was never that up north in like the United States ever prior to that point. So it was definitely new seeing a lot of people, and like it's like my second time flying also. So man, to start out at least, I think a lot of people, especially minorities, we doubt the power of our tongue and I didn't fully grasp the concept or the intricacies of what I was talking about. And as I got into the meeting, as I started presenting in front of people who didn't necessarily look like me, I felt like a new confidence almost. So I think that was the biggest like influence on my part, because prior to then I didn't receive any like pushback. I was always greeted in open arms. But going to people and going to people who especially like saw things differently from me, I think that pushed me to become better at what I was talking about. Yeah.
I love it. Did you actually get to meet any of your, state politicians that represent
Ooh,
Texas?
okay. Some of them denied me. Al Green and Ted Cruz were not able to join me. Um, I emailed them after the fact in order to get like a virtual meeting, but we have to see what comes of that. Although I did go to a few meetings, and also USDA denied me as well. So, but I think that's just a part of the game. That's just a part of advocacy in general, like lobbying. Sometimes you don't win it all, and I think that's just life in general.
So when you say they denied you, did they deny the meeting, or they weren't interested in what you had to talk about in terms of what you're advocating for your plant-based meals?
I think in part because of the reasoning that they gave me was in part because of scheduling constraints, but
Okay.
I think never that you'll receive a genuine no or genuine I'm not interested from one of these like professional offices or things like that. So it's really hard to tell, but you can plug the pieces together and see when they're not really interested in what you're saying or they don't have the time to meet with you. People who look like me, who trust me, and don't discriminate based on what I look like or my values or things like that or my religion.
What you've been some of these hotels that charge
Yeah,
exorbitant pricings and conferences too, and they don't have anything for vegans or people that just have a diet because of religious beliefs and allergies. What are your plans for college, academically and in your advocacy, Joshua?
I
Share
love this question.
that.
I love this question. So now I can talk about everything else I've been doing. Okay. So recently I went to a summer program for Rice University, actually. It's for architecture. And there I learned a lot about like spacing and how people live and how people like go throughout buildings. So I think that's one of the main priorities for me, like architecture. Like because I feel like buildings are so influential, like um because a lot in these like architectural or engineering like firms, they they're just trying to go for like the highest bidder, or they mass produce these large, or as I was talking about gentrification, they just mass produce like buildings for the sole purpose of profit. So um I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see what industry would best suit me, but that's all I have for right now.
I appreciate you answering that question. Before I get to our last question on and how we can help you and how I've been helping you as a mentor, what are your favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner plant-based options?
Ooh, I found a lot of fruitative.
Yeah, fruitative. Yes. Okay.
Fruitative. It's a DC.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a DC shop. It was next to our hotel, right? Oh my god, they had this like vegan waffle with like fruit on top of it. I think that was amazing. I've been loving acai bowls recently. I know when my flight got delayed, I landed in Charlotte. I had this huge acai bowl with like, oh like so many fruits, and I only seen like acai on TikTok prior to, so it's like when I tasted it for the first time and it was so sour, I was like, oh my god! But I got interested in it, like it was kind of sweet afterwards. So yeah, I think those vegan waffles, it was like a shake I had at Fruitive and a side bowl. That's my top three. What was the other question? Like lunch?
Is it breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
The jollof rice that you made. So
Shout out again to
she graciously gave us a meal during I think one of our I think it was at a park, I believe, or
Glen Echo Park.
yeah.
I delivered to
She
Glen Echo Park.
graciously awarded us some jollof rice, some I think it was shrimp cakes, I believe, crab
Yeah,
cake, like some
the
vegan
crab
crab
cakes, the
cakes,
vegan crab
things
cakes.
like that. And I think it's so wonderful that you can include like the culture within vegan practices. I know a lot of people, especially there's a sentiment in the black community that's kind of like vegan food, like the black African community, like that's not for us. And to see you breaking those barriers is just like so inspiring.
And my last question, because I know you're busy, you got to go. You're in your engineering school. How has my mentoring helped you, and how can we all help you? Anyone that's listening.
I think in particular, having a role model that looks like me, I know that representation is like a big thing. Um, when it comes to like foreign topics like this. So seeing you like gathering your experience like over the course of 10 plus years, I was like, hey, I could do something like this similar in the future, right? So I think that was the biggest portion, especially with our like earlier meetings, getting to know you. Oh my God, it was just amazing. And the other question, how can like other people help me?
Yeah, what other help can we provide for you? Anyone that's listening, what do you need in your life now or in your advocacy? And then we'll close your segment out with that. What can we do for you?
I think that primarily just like emotional support. I think that was the biggest thing. If anyone like is in like a large industry or like is a person of color or discriminated group, like how do you traverse like your career? Like how have you talked with people and like getting promoted and things like that? How have you like survived in a corporate world while being either a person of color or discriminated group? Like I want to know your experience. I think experience will be the best thing. Like like telling me what you've experienced, and I think that would be the biggest thing, honestly.
It's been a pleasure,
Of
Joshua.
course, don't worry.
Always here for you, the Black Vicious. So now you know it is mdveganeats.com. Let me bring that. You can go to mdveganeats.com and find out all about what's happening during the 10-day campaign, which starts Friday the 7th and runs all the way through Sunday the 16th. And within that, tonight we're jumping off with a launch party at LV Sky Bar. Lord Baltimore is our partner hotel. That's going to be from 6 to 9. And you want to RSVP for that, you can go to mdveganeats.com and find out more information on what's happening, who signed up, and other events. One being Black Vest Society meetup on Sunday the 9th. We're going to have a cooking demo, materials for you to take away, and just some fellowship at Urban Life Center in Highlandtown. So again, you can find out all of that at mdveganeats.com. And then at the end of the month, if you don't know, well, oh no, there's something else going on. Let me share this. I can't forget this. This is the biggest thing because this is how we make everything happen. Please, join me with Collective Give. Collective Give, join me in community powered fundraising during Collective Give, powered by Collectively. So this is a 24-hour campaign of fundraising, and I'm going to put in the comments where you should actually go to donate to Black Vet Society so we can continue to provide programming. Well, actually, our outreach projects support our outreach projects. Naijha Speaks is one of the outreach projects. So supporting that. Children's Veg Fest, which is coming up Saturday, August 29th, and a virtual edition on Sunday, August 30th. We need funds to do this. We need funds to organize and plan Maryland Vegan Eats Restaurant Week. Donate on August 7th, starting at midnight. I'm putting this in the comment for the Collective Give. Please, 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 without your support, none of this will be possible. So I put that in the comments. Okay, anybody? Yeah, here we go. So you want to donate on August 7th, starting at midnight. So that's tonight. That's like as soon as the clock hits midnight. You want to go to collectivegive.com and search for Black Vet Society, or click on the link that I have in the comments, and you want to donate to the cause. And we get matching prizes. We get prizes for, the most donors in a certain hour, the highest amount in a certain hour, or the first donation at midnight. So your support is very important to us, and we consider it a love offering. So I don't really like using the term donate anymore. It is a love offering. If you love what we're doing at Black Veg Society, this is your offering of love to us. And we maximize all of our contributions to get all of our outreach. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring the website up so you can see what it looks like. Here we go. Let me just share that with you so you can see what it looks like when you go on to our site. Okay, you see that there? Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, here we go. Go to the side. Okay, so it's gonna look like this, and then as you scroll down, look, we're looking for people to help us fundraise. So there, I'll if you click on that and you want to help us raise funds, click on that and sign up. We got Naijha Speaks. The $50 goes a long way in a one live 30-minute segment to promote a mission-aligned person or business. So if you're a business and you want to get on this segment, like this, $50, that's all it is. Minimal investments for me to promote your business. $75 goes towards when we're doing plant-based cooking demos, whether it's on Naijha Speaks, whether it's out on location, whether it's virtually, like during the Children's Veg Fest on Sunday, August 30th, which will be the virtual edition. It pays for food and things like that. $200 we'll be able to donate plant-based meals for an event. You can't imagine how many requests we get for people that want meals donated. And that costs, with the rising cost of food, it's a lot just to say yes for food donations. So if you donate $200, we can donate food to organizations, nonprofit organizations or organizations operating for charitable causes. We can afford to donate plant-based meals to them. $500 will, get you dinners. We can fund a full catering for dinners for events. $1,000 helps us organize, run, and plan community events like the Children's Veg Fest. $1,000 goes a long way for equipment and marketing and paying the guests to come and speak or do their demos, equipment, security, all of that. Everything that goes into planning a small community event, paying for, if anyone knows the Baltimore Tool Bank, paying for the equipment that we rent from them. So that money goes back to Baltimore Tool Bank, a local organization who we've done a lot of business with them and renting their equipment. And then $2,500, hey, look, the larger the events get, the more that it costs. So, you can fund a community festival. It would put your logo on the website, social media mentions. And, if you really want to get help us get billboards. Right now, Maryland Vegan Eats, we have a billboard on 395 right above or building. That comes with a cost. So $75 gets us that, and it also gets you to be a presenting sponsor of the said event. Okay, and then we'll put your logo on the Black Veg Society website and the event website and social media mentions. But $50 again goes a long way. And I want to talk to you about, if you want to help us fundraise tomorrow or starting at midnight, you can here's what I have here. Looks like this. When you go on and you click fundraise, you can become a fundraiser for Black Vet Society. Put your name in there and your email, and voila, you can help us raise funds for Black Vet Society. So again, when you go and click on that collective give link and go to our organizational page, and if you want to help raise funds for Black Vet Society, you can do that as well, and share around. So I thank you for listening to that. What else do we have here? Children's Veg Fest. Here's information there. Let me cut this banner off for a second so you can see. It is, the in-person is Saturday, August 29th from 11 to 5. We are once again in partnership with the Y of Central Maryland at the Weinberg Y in Waverly. Shout out to our sponsors, the Land of Kush, Black Veg Fest, which is happening this Saturday in Brooklyn. You can go to blackvegfest.org to find out about that. Shout out to them, Jemai Leadership, Round Girl Wellness, and Dr. Bronner's All One. We always appreciate their support. And our presenting sponsor, thank you for your support, your continued support. Craigslist Charitable Fund is the presenting sponsor this year for the 3rd annual Children's Veg Fest. And shout out to Dawn S. Dawn S is our animal rights sponsor. She's been supporting us with the Children's Veg Fest funding needs since the beginning of the year. So definitely want to shout Dawn S out. And none of this would be possible without the organizing and planning efforts of Black Veg Society and the Diva Yogi. So please, you can go to childrensvegfest.com, register to get tickets, register to then, register. You can donate from there too. So please, we appreciate your support. Hope to see you at Children's Veg Fest. We'll be talking about the fest more as we get closer to that date. We can let you know what the itinerary looks like for that day. Naijha Speaks. We're gonna right now. I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Also cross posting to Black Veg Society YouTube and sometimes Instagram. I want to help people find their vegan soul. Vegan soul is new cool, and we're going to do this through food, people, events, and culture. I'm looking for partnerships. There are partnership opportunities available now. I can only take on but so many. But what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what that means when you email us. So if you are interested in becoming a partner, please email info@bvsmd.org. Email info@bvsmd.org, and then we can have that conversation if you're interested in becoming a partner with Naijha Speaks. So again, I want to help people find their vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. We're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. What else do I have for you? Again, mdveganeats.com. mdveganeats.com starts tomorrow. So please go mdveganeats.com, find out what's going on all the happenings, and please sending blessings for the collective give, which starts at midnight tonight. One day for us to give together. Collective give, powered by Collectively. Shout out to Jamie Wooten and Tanae Harris and the entire team at Collectively. This was the best thing ever that they can do. Collectively raising funds for Black-led social change organizations. So please, let's do this together. Greater Baltimore Day of Giving. Give back, give Black. I love it. It's wonderful. Folks, that's all I really have for you. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel at naijaspeaks.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook at Naijha Speaks. I'm also dabbing into the TikTok, so Naijha Speaks _vegan soul there. Become a partner. Again, email info@bbsmd.org, bbsmd.org. Whatever you do, please be well, be safe, and hey, go vegan. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are. On their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are birth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.